Boom! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the September 16th edition of Morning Mindset. Welcome. Hey, once you get in here, make sure to comment. How you're doing, where you're from, what's the weather, what's in your cup. So, I'm looking at some stuff here, and it's kind of weird because I have next to zero comments in here from across the country. Usually, we'll have, a good fair amount of comments already come in and stuff. I'm not even sure if that's working. Also, let me know if this mic is working. Is this microphone working? So I need a mic check one too. Is the mic working? If it is, great. Tell me thumbs up. If it's not, tell me it's garbage. I'm going to reset it and see what happens here. Sound like a robot. All right. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of right here. Drives me insane. Drives me insane. That it does this. How about now? How does that sound? Does that sound any better? Jeez, man. Like, this is just garbaggio, the way I have to deal with this. Hey, Corey, turn that down. Turn that down over there. She's being like crazy loud over there. Welcome, Morning Mindset. Hey, what's in your cup? How you doing today? All right, so we're going to talk about, here's what else we need. We need 5 things. What are your 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Now, we had a day and a half yesterday. And because we had a day and a half yesterday, it pushed things off till today. And we're going to talk about that. But our 5 things that we have to get done today is there's DTFs that need to be printed. There's decals that need to be printed. There's mugs that need to be pressed. There's orders that need quote. And we have tattoos we need to print. So those are our 5 most important things today. And we're going to talk about what happened yesterday and how that kind of got strung out till today and things that are just happening from there. So let's check in and see how everybody is doing this morning. George, good morning to you, my friend. Jerry, good morning from sunny St. Louis. Man, here it is like 69 degrees and sunny. It is a gorgeous, it's still summer. It's a gorgeous summer day in September. We still got a few days left of summer, so you can enjoy that. But it looks like we're going to get some hotness going on in here. Upper 80s, mid 80s, low 90s. It's going to be great. What's up, Chuck and Tanya? Thanks for letting me know that I sound like a robot. And Tanya, you were up bright and early this morning. I don't know. It was like, I think 5 something when I saw that you were making comments over in Volley. So, hey, look at you bright and early this morning, right? And yes, Q at Renee telling you your mic is trash. Well, I think we got it. Vacky, that's a new one. Vicky, happy Friday. I have a question for those heat presses that state they are sublimation heat presses. Can they press HTV2? Absolutely. A heat press is a heat press is a heat press. A panini is a heat press, right? Biggest factors are time and temp and pressure. So you want to have something that has adjustable time, adjustable temp, and adjustable pressure because there are no real presets. Everything is different. And in fact, I'm going to do a review on the amazing mug press that we got from Amazon because on that you have 3 temp settings and 3 time settings, so you can't really adjust anything. With the more value-friendly models, there are the different ways that they're built. So, and this isn't heat presses in general. Some are better than others. I know on a lot of Amazon presses are complete trash and other ones are complete amazingness. So it's really hit or miss. Just know that on that, you might run into issues. So think about that when it comes there. And Jen, thank you so much for joining us, Jen. Jen, did you get back to me? Did I get back to you? I'm going to have to go through that. I was really bad with Volley this week. Kelly, good morning to you. Yeah, much better. I don't know why. It does it. Sunny and perfect. Flat white still just showing up, putting one foot in front of the other. That's all I can do, Jen. One foot in front of the other. And we're here, arm in arm, to hold you, to get you to that next spot. So we're thinking of you. We're here for you. You just let us know what you need. Sunny Chicago, like there, I had a sweatshirt on because it was still dewy out this morning, so it still had that cool breeze on the golf cart. But I'm already fat, and I need to switch out of this because it is not the greatest here. Plead the 5th on everything. Are you still up? Is that what it is? I get it. Yeah, 4:20 a.m. I don't know if I should laugh at that, but it's funny. Good morning to you, Curtis. 69 degrees there, and so okay. Perfect. I've been bad. I have a lot of stuff out there for it. Anytime, George. You're welcome. You're welcome for those rush prints, man. We do our best with it, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about. So, I had an issue with ordering this week. I thought that I ordered material, because I usually try and order material once a week. I know in my head what my build to number is, and I don't know how anybody else does it, but a lot of stuff I have a build to. I don't need to keep this excess stock on hand when I can order something that's one day out. There's no reason for me to have money tied up in inventory when I can get things fast like that. And I know when I get to this level, I order more. Sometimes, I might anticipate, an order, somebody will quote out an order and they'll be like, hey, this is what I need. So then, all right, I'll take care of that and order extra for it. So everything's fine, dandy there. I placed an order on Tuesday because that's traditionally my day that I order, because then, I know everything that came in from the weekend, and I try and do my ordering on Tuesday. So place my order, and then Wednesday rolls around. I'm like, I don't remember seeing, a confirmation on anything. And then so I went and looked at my email. Sure enough, I did not have a confirmation on it. I'm like, crap. I must have forgot. So I went back to the website and everything was still in the cart. And I'm like, wait a minute, what did I do? So I clicked it and I realized that there's a problem on their end in their system where it wouldn't let me select the shipping method. And it said, if you're having issues, to contact them. Well, I just hit the button and the next screen popped up, and I'm so used to not really paying attention that, I continued on about my day. So I sent them a message, be like, hey, this some screen cap, here's what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if there's an issue. And they're like, oh man, thanks for that. I said, any chance that we can get this to go out today? I know it's asking a lot. And they're like, yeah, not a problem. Well, thanks for letting us know on this. So we got out. So that was Wednesday. So the material should have showed up yesterday. Well, FedEx F'd me. Imagine that, right? And there's a delay in shipment. So we're on film. We had quite a few rush jobs at the beginning of the week, and stuff. That's why I say, we're 3 to 5 business days, because I can make everything there. And when rush jobs come in, those get priority. That's why they're rush jobs, and that's why they pay the extra fee. So we're out of film. Film is being delivered today, so now I can catch up on all of our DTF stuff, which is going to be an amazing day of printing. But that threw off my whole day yesterday because I didn't have it. Added to the fact that yesterday was a self-care day. Hey, it's been a while since my talons were done, and so I need to go get my toes did. And then we had our local Wensco here had an open house, and so we go over there. And traditionally, we're only over there maybe an hour or so, but I had the day planned out. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go get petties, and then from there we're going to head over there for early lunch, because it was like 11, and then we'll be back here, and I'll have the afternoon to go ahead and get stuff done. We met up with another one of our local clients here, picked them up. They hadn't been to one before, so we went over there, and that was my first mistake, was remembering, oh yeah, they haven't been to one before, so it's not going to be a quick one, which was fine, because there's a lot of great questions, a lot of things that I got to see, talk to different people. We had a good time with it. But then, we got sucked into the wrap side of it. And so we did that. Lunch was Portello's, and surprise, surprise, they did Portello's, but there were no hot dogs. There were sausages and Italian beef. I did not know that Portello's had pasta. So the pasta was pretty good, and the salads were on point too. But the chocolate cake is always good, and then they had the Jello poke cake. So great meal. In the morning they had Hertz Donuts, and then they went to Portello's for lunch, or that was catered in. But learned a lot. Brought back some new samples of stuff. Got some good contacts on vendors, because even if our local Wensco doesn't carry stuff, I can go direct. So made a lot of good connections. Going to get some new products in to test that out. Signed up for the wrap class. I believe that's going to be in January or February. Because me, I want to know everything, and we missed out on WrapsCon. So I said, well, why don't we just, it's a 2-day class, learn more about that if it's something to do, which led to then some discussions of, lettering vehicles, and, if there's a spot for it, if there's a place for it. So I went through numbers, and I said, we could do that. And somebody else said, it's something I want to get into, but I don't know on the business side of things how it would work. I said, well, the first thing I had to do is see if you can find a property for it, because you need something with a garage door. Because if you're not doing that, you're not doing it outside. Especially here in the Midwest, you're not doing anything in the winter, right? So you need something, with a bay door that you can get into, which then led into real estate conversation. And just after doing that, so, we thought we'd be done with that about 12. We got done with that about 2:00. So it went longer than what we anticipated. But from that, on the way home, I'd seen a building that was for rent, and I'm like, oh, that would make a good spot. So I pulled in and I looked, and there's actually another building behind it would make an even better spot for something like that. Called, and here's the lease sign. Call. So I called there and I said, hey, here's where I'm at, and they're like, it's already been leased. well, then take down the damn sign. If it's already been leased, take down the damn sign. So then I asked about the other building, and because I didn't really pay attention to that one, I said, does that one have a bay door? They said, no. I said, okay. I said, well, that's what we're looking for is I need something in Moline and I need something with a bay door. And he goes, yeah, that one doesn't have it. That was it. That was the conversation. That was the conversation. There was like no more on his side to be like, well, what exactly are you looking for? Because I'm sure we have something for you. It was just like, nope, that's it. That one doesn't have it. Like, do your job, homie. Do your job. So I shouldn't have to do it for you. I should be able to tell you what I'm looking for and go that. So then that took me down the rabbit hole of looking for places. I've got with our real estate agent, and she sent me a list of stuff to do. And one of the buildings that I came across actually was represented by the same company that other guy had, and I don't know if I'd want to deal with it. So we're exploring some opportunities in there to see it, but yeah, that turned into it. So what should have been a half day of self-care in the morning turned into a full day. And then we had the PTO last night, which kind of got turned on its head with the way we were going to change things and do things. And a meeting that should have went fairly quickly went way into overtime for it. So it was a long day, but a very productive day on that side of it. So I learned some new equipment. I learned some new materials. I got some wrap experience. I got a good lunch. I got my toes did. I've learned a little more about commercial real estate. I also, did part of the PTO, and now we're setting up stuff for the teacher store first, and then we're setting stuff up for another Spiritware store. We've got a fun run next Wednesday that I'm printing out name tags for everything for, and we're working together. So good day all the way around. It was a good time there. So what happened then is now today is just jammed. I literally took yesterday of my to-do list and moved it to today with the current stuff, and I've got a page and a half of things that need to get done, and we're just busting through it. So I was in here early this morning to get stuff set to print. So as soon as I'm done with this, then all the printers are going on. Laser printer is going to be, I've already did the white toner for the mugs. The temporary tattoos are up next. Both printers have been maintained this morning, ready to roll. So decals are going to start printing out, and then DTF is going to start printing out. And while that's going, then we're going to start pressing mugs. So there's a lot of moving parts today. So, like I say, what's on your list? What are your 5 things you're going to accomplish today? What are you doing? And for those that didn't know, 204 won out for the toes. So we got purple toes yesterday. Purple toes on stuff. It was great there. Kristen, you're welcome. Hey, surprises are fun, right? Surprises are fun. Donuts, yeah. The Hertz donuts are pretty legit. I'm just not a big breakfasty donut-y guy. Like I can do breakfast for dinner, but I'm not. Anybody else like that? Like breakfast doesn't do it for me. I can eat a burger for breakfast. I can eat a steak for breakfast. I can eat a chicken sandwich for breakfast. Very rarely do I sit down and like, a bowl of cereal sounds amazing, or bacon and eggs sound great. I'm a brunch person. I'll do Sunday breakfast on the griddle, fire that up for everybody, but it's just not my thing. I'm not the only one with that, right? Cinnamon rolls. Ooh, what kind of cinnamon rolls? Little cinnamon rolls, big cinnamon rolls. I'm a cinnamon roll. I can do a cinnamon roll. It's just, but what kind of? Here it comes on cinnamon rolls. What kind of icing, right? Because there's quite a big controvery here. I'm a big proponent of cream cheese. You got to have the cream cheese based frosting for it. And some are like, I'm not going anywhere near that. And so what team are you on for icing of your cinnamon rolls? That's a good question to have. Other things we got lined up today is, that was the other thing, because that went late, and then we had another appointment that got rescheduled. We weren't able to have our bundle drop yesterday because, all right, once that got moved to 2, hey, that other stuff got pushed around. We had an appointment there when they said, hey, you want to do, get in on this wraps thing. I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's move some appointments around it and make it work. So we weren't able to do the bundle drop. So we're still shooting for 2 p.m. today to do the bundle drop. It's questionable, right? I don't want to commit 100% to it because at the end of the day, these orders for these customers are way more important than me going to live to promote more things, to sell more things that currently I don't have the time to do today. So maybe it'll be a double one next week. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. because I really want to make sure that we got to get this stuff out. This is the important stuff. And you're like, oh, well, you're only on there for 15 minutes. But here's the thing. If I'm on a live for 15 minutes, the things I have to do is, one, I have to make sure that everything prints out correctly. So we're doing that. Two, I got to make sure everything's uploaded correctly. So that's ready to go. I got to make sure the sales are on, make sure to do all that. And then I'm not printing during that time. And the 2:00 time is when I'm usually cutting it off because, we go pick the kids up from school. So I try and be done with printing everything by about 1:45. So I am not letting it print while I'm not here. I'm not letting dryers run. I'm not doing anything like that. So there's the cutoff for it. And then we can start working on shipping. Having that 2:00 one pushes everything back a little further. I usually on Thursdays, I'm done printing by 1. So that way it gives me time to make sure everything's ran through, get everything going, and I'm not rushed for a 2 p.m. Live. Well, today there's a lot of stuff to get done, and that just might not happen today. Cream cheese all the way. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Now you are my people. Cream cheese all the way. Cream cheese is preferred, but I probably wouldn't say no if I didn't have it. Just saying that is true. But sometimes, like on that glaze, like I am not a fan of the really thin glaze on it. Just the snotty one. I'm not down with that. It's got to be a nice thick piled up stuff on it. All right, you on the other side of the phone, aren't you happy now that you can listen to the radio 24/7 on podcast player and not just AM on the radio? Oh, me preparing for competitions, losing many new customer opportunity. Love that. I love weekends when they're out doing that. There's plenty of times when we've done stuff and I know that's going to suck, but the opportunities that it can provide, that's where it's always awesome at. Regular doesn't make me mad either. It doesn't make me mad, but it doesn't make me happy. I don't see a cinnamon roll with like the powdered sugar icing based, and I'm like, oh my, that is the best thing ever. I cannot wait to get that on my plate. No, I'm not. I'm not down for that. If I want that, I'll go to, you can get it at Hardee's or what is in your area? Carl's Jr. Are you Hardee's or Carl's Jr.? And they have good cinnamon rolls, or not cinnamon rolls. They have the good biscuits, the bacon, but not the bacon, the raisin ones. And I'm not the biggest raisin fan either. But on that, I can eat raisins, but in there, I don't know what it is, texture thing. But I'm not a good fan of I won't say no. Of course, look at me. I won't say no, but cream cheese frosting is where it's at. Renee, I made cream cheese frosting this morning for my carrot cake. I'm just saying, cream cheese frosting ships well. I like cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese frosting is the way it is across everything. So business-wise Friday, we got a ton to do. What are you set up for? And then on top of that, how's your weekend look? We're here. We're in the middle of the month. Fourth quarter starts up in just 2 weeks. Are you prepared for that? Do you have your fourth quarter marketing plan set up? Do you know what you're going to do? Are you just going to wing it and run through it? Now, we've got our fourth quarter planned out. There's things that we're putting in place. There's things that we're actively trying now so we can build our social media following more, so we can build our views more, so we can build our subscribers, our group members. There's all things that we're doing to be able to do that. The more eyes that we can see, that can see us on our product, the better chance we have of making sales. So we are actively planning to set up for our fourth quarter. We've got some ad sets that we are researching that we're going through to make sure that we're on point with it. Our goal for the fourth quarter is 100 new customers that equal $10,000 in sales. Not a lot, not a crazy amount. I mean, pretty much I need 100 people to spend $100 in the next 3 months, right? So that means I need basically one person a day to do that. It comes up to like 8.34 a week or something if I do the math on it. But if I don't get 100 new customers, but I got $15,000 in sales, did I hit my goal? Well, yeah. So we're doing our best. We're going to work with a couple other people to help cross promote things. We're running specials for your first time buyer, and you guys shouldn't see any of those ads, because if you're already in our group, then hey, shouldn't see them. We'll see how our targeting works, but we're doing our best to generate more eyes and stuff. We've got new products that we're offering. The temporary tattoos have been a hit, so we've been rocking through those. Next week, we're going to release the white toner transfers for hard goods. So you'll be able to put those on your glass, your tumblers, pretty much anything that you can put under a press that's hard, poor surface, like your ceramics, your plastics, your metals, your things like that. So we're working. We should have that for Tuesday with Todd. That's what we're going to do, because we're going to do some glass mugs and do some tumblers and show you some ins and outs, things that we're learning while we're still testing that out. So that'll be next week on there. The thing I love, and this is where Jen and I talked about it when I don't know how long we've had the conversation for it. And then when Jen, myself, and Renee were at ASI show, there's a lot of blank goods that we saw where it's like you could just bring in these guys, right? You can bring in these growlers, which, hey, if you want a laser engraved growler, you should just get a hold of Renee over there at 33 Oak. She'll be able to help you out. But if you're going to bring these in and they're all black, right? Because black's a standard color. Everybody's logo looks good on black. And then we can put a white toner transfer on it. Well, I only have to stock blacks of these, and I can switch out the logos for everything I want. So looking at a few different options for that, bringing in black tumblers, bringing in solid color based things, and then we can add to it, on how to create more revenue. For us, black, we can use all of our logos for everything, for all the businesses on it. So we're going to talk about different ways to be able to do that, show you how to make revenue off that, because that's always a fun thing to push through there and there. Oh, look, I don't know what hummingbird muffins are, but cheesecake filling, I do know cheesecake filling, and I'm down with that. Waldo's running DTF all day, and this weekend screen printing shirts. That sounds like a great weekend. What am I doing this weekend? Soccer. And we don't know if Hattie's going to play soccer this weekend or not. She just got her stitches out, so still a little apprehensive about it. If she doesn't want to play, I'm not going to force her. Just saying. We do have soccer tonight too, so that cuts on the day and times that we can do stuff. But for this weekend, we got Sunday football. I'm not sure what's on the menu yet. It's on my to-do list to set the menu for the weekend, because now we're getting to the point where we're cooking on Sunday and then we're eating off that for the week, and it makes it really nice. And I don't know if it's cold enough yet to go into the stews, the soups, the chilies, but I'm craving a beer cheese soup. But I want to thicken it up, and then maybe can use it for pretzels. I should maybe do some pretzels. I haven't done pretzels for a while. But what else am I going to put on that menu for? All right, let's see. Hummingbird cake muffins are essentially the consistency of carrot cake, except they have pineapple, coconut, and banana. What? I'm not. I don't know about that one. Pineapple, coconut, banana. I mean, it sounds like a drink, that you can add some booze to, but I'm not 100%. I don't know. I've never had good luck baking with pineapple, so I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it one of these or one of these. I'm just going to give it one of those, because I just don't know. Other things coming up this weekend is Graphics Pro Expo. It actually started last night. They had the Made Lab, right? It looked like there was like 350 people that attended. It was 5 hours. Aaron emceed it. There was a lot of great people giving a lot of great content last night. So if you were one of those attendees, we'd love to hear more about that. And the Graphics Pro is this weekend. Now, EEM is coming up in next weekend. Is EEM already next weekend? It's either next weekend or the weekend after, but I have a feeling it's next weekend. There's a chance that we just might fly in for the weekend and go enjoy that. I don't know for sure, but we're looking at different stuff there. But there are still trade shows going on. We know that we are not going to hit what's the one in Vegas? Printed United. We're not going to hit that in Vegas, just because for the cost of what it's going to be us to go for the week. We can go to Mexico for that. We can hit 2 or 3 trade shows for the cost of that. So that one is out. Print Hustlers is in November. Who's going to that? Brian, are you going? Are you going? I'm going to have one of those where I want to go, but I want to make sure I know other people that are going, because I need that safety net of people. But I think that one looks like it's going to be a go. The problem is, like, you go to their site, just like anything else, and you go to look at the hotels, and it was like, I can get flights cheap. I can get the ticket isn't that bad. But when you're telling me for like 3 nights of a hotel, that it's like $1,200, dude, that is not down with that. I'm not down with that. So I found a couple other places where 3 nights is like $400, and I'm totally down with that. So we're still working on the logistics of that, what's going on that week. That was part of the PTO meeting to see when things were happening, if I could go to this and not go to it. So we're really excited about that. And then hey, fourth quarter starts up here. So like I said, we got stuff to do today. You guys got stuff to do. Remember, like, subscribe, share. This helps the page grow. We are so close to being able to monetize. And then, like I said, once we do monetize the page, there will be a private members option for it, and that's where we'll dive into the pricing side of things. We're not going to go so far into it anymore on Tuesday with Todd, because I did get some suggestions where people said they weren't exactly happy with us openly putting out there what it exactly cost them to make something to charge their customers. So I said, oh, well, here, we can do this. We can talk generally pricing if somebody, would go online and do it. But as far as like what you make it for, what you retail it for, where we can go that this is what it retail for. And then we can deep dive in the backside of things. We got 50 videos to still produce by the end of the year. So my fourth quarter is going to be busy putting it through there. It's one of those where I totally need to do it. In the first one, like, here, we got heat presses, we got this other stuff. We can start doing content. And as much as we're pressing things and printing things, it's like, I need to make a list and just start going with it and get it done. Print Hustlers Conference is the 5th. It's the first weekend in November, because it's at Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe, because Monday morning is an early thing. So you could basically fly in Saturday and fly out Monday afternoon. For me, it was actually cheaper to fly in on Friday afternoon and fly out Monday evening. So that's what we're looking at there. But that is, I'll send, you know what? Here, I'm going to drop the link to it in the comments here, and that way everybody can see. And then make sure to go check out and see how much those hotels are, because I'm not 100% down with that at all, but I am down with some of the other ones that were a lot cheaper to put in there for it. Let's see when it is. We're gonna see. We dropped it off there November 6th in Fort Worth. That's what it is. November 6th in Fort Worth, Texas. Brian, you're a 12-hour drive, so I'm thinking about it. 12 hours? Fly, dude. Just fly. Mexico? Oh, yeah, it is that time of year, isn't it? It's time for you to be in Mexico. All right. So we got a boatload of stuff to do today. You guys, I'm using your valuable time. Thank you for joining me every morning. We love this. Do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesday with Todd there. Don't know if there's going to be a bundle drop today. We'll see how this goes, but if not, it'll be there next week. Then I have the car. Dude, there's Ubers, right? There's Ubers. Where do you need it? Where else do you need to go to? You can just Uber it, and then we can just split Ubers. So it just makes it even better. Yeah. Just saying. We can figure this out, dude. We can figure this out. All right. You guys have a great day. Remember, like, subscribe, share. We will see you guys next week. And until then, peace, love, press on. See you guys.